morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good to see everyone. Let's rise and sing.
There you go. Woo-hoo. You guys know this one? Yeah. We do, it's true. I want us to sing it to ourselves, but also to other people in the room. Sing it to your buddies. Are you ready? Here we go. I love myself so much, so I can love you so much, so you can love you so much, and you can start loving me. I love myself so much, so I can love you so much, so you can love you so much, so you can start loving me. I love myself so much, so I can love you so much, so you can love you so much, so you can start loving me. I love myself so much, so I can love you so much, so you can love you so much, so you can start loving me. I love myself so much, so I can love you so much, so you can love you so much, so you can start loving me. I love myself so much, so I can love you so much, so you can love you so much, so you can start loving me. I love myself so much, so I can love you so much, so you can love you so much, so you can start loving me.
Yes. Great job. That's the name of the game, right? Loving ourselves so much so that we can be a presence of love for everyone else and spread that love everywhere we go. Amen? Amen. Yes. What a glorious day it is. Isn't it a glorious day today? They say this is the day that the Lord has made, and I shall rejoice and be glad in it. Who's with me on that? Yes, because it's whatever. Today is whatever we make it to be. And so what are we choosing to make it today? What are you choosing to make this day? Best day ever. Okay, yeah. I think that's going to be our church slogan, best day ever. We're going to take it from Valerie and just make it our whole church slogan. Thank you so much for being here today. I'm Reverend Gregory Toole. I welcome all of you who are online. What a joy it is to have you. We feel you. There's no time or space in God. We know you are right here with us. I feel you as if you are just right here in the sanctuary. So thank you so much. Enjoy. We send love to you. And to you who are right here, I love you all so much. I love you all so much. What a great place to be. What a beautiful, loving community this is. Thank you for being you. Thank you for loving yourself so much that you're able to love me. Yes. Thank you all. And without further ado, Paresh from our board will give us our announcements. Thank you.
Good morning. How's everyone living? There we go. Okay, so before I share our announcements, I'd like to ask everyone to please silence your phones. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you. You know, I was fixing something earlier, and I got some super glue on my fingers, but I'll be okay. I will. It's better than getting ketchup in your eyes. I got that in my eyes last week, and now I have hindsight. Hey, so we have a spiritual retreat coming up, and it's been a while since had a retreat as a spiritual community. And so join us at the Columbus Indigenous Day People's Day weekend on October 9th through 12th for a spiritual retreat in Simi Valley at the American Jewish University. We'll have a whole weekend of great music, workshops, talks, fun, activities, and families are welcome. The flyer's in the lobby, and it's now been updated with pricing, payment options, and all that. Who is definitely going to come or thinking of coming? Let's go. Yeah. Woo! It's super fun. For those of you who've been to the prior retreats, it's a really great way of taking our community of love and up-leveling it. So we'd love to have you all participate. Did you all go to the vegan potluck dinner? Who went to the vegan potluck dinner? Yay, 4 of you. Great. Okay. I'm not vegan. My wife went. She said there was this great pizza there. I guess what do you use? Cashew cheese or something like that. But you know what? Pizza is more than food. It's actually mathematical. So if there's a pizza, it's actually a real-time pie chart of how much pizza is left on the tray. Okay, well, I was going to do a joke about chemistry, but I knew I wouldn't get a reaction out of that either, so... All right. So our annual membership meeting is next Sunday, April 26th at 12:30 p.m. We'd love for all of you to be there, and it's going to be after service here in the sanctuary. All are invited, and only members, though, are eligible to vote, and we'll be voting on a couple of things. We have 2 new board positions that we will be voting on, as well as an amendment to our bylaws, which will be available at the activities table out there if you'd like to take a look at that. And we have some great candidates for the board. Mark, Ruth, who served for many years, and I will be stepping down for a bit. And Mark is going to celebrate with his favorite drink as a lawyer, which is a subpoena colada. Yeah. I was just, since I have some more time, I was just offered a job running Old McDonald's farm, and so I'm going to be the CIEIO. So we have a great workshop for beginning meditation with Vish Chatterjee. Vish, are you here today? No, Vish is amazing, and he's going to be offering a meditation for beginners workshop on Sunday, May 3rd at 12:30 right here. The cost is $20, and Vish is an amazing meditator, and he's a coach as well. And you know, there's so many ways to meditate. We have our meditation prior to service here. We have our labyrinth walk. Sometimes it's gardening, origami. You know, I'm actually looking forward to watching the World Origami Championships. It's going to be on pay-per-view. I know. I got one clap in the back. One clap in the back. So, hey, what I'm really excited about is join us for a transformational workshop with author and world-renowned spiritual teacher Anita Moorjani today. Yay! Yes, thank you very much. We are so honored to have Anita and her team here today, and the workshop will be from 1 to 3 today, right after service, so we'd love to have you all there. While living in Hong Kong, Anita battled end-stage cancer before experiencing a remarkable near-death experience that shifted her entire perspective on life. And her best-selling book, Dying to Be Me, chronicles her profound journey and her miraculous healing. We have the book in our library here, in our bookstore here. And the workshop today is called From Chaos to Calm, Staying Centered with Love and Inner Wisdom in Uncertain Times. The price is $95 for the workshop, and no one will be turned away. Okay, so feel free to come if it speaks to you. We have Anita's book in the library if you would like to purchase that. And I was there in the bookstore with Lisa and Joe, who have done so much for the bookstore. Yay! Woo! Yeah. Thank you. And I was talking with them, and someone came in and said, do you know where the books on paranoia are? And Lee said, right behind you. Okay, so we have the Rent Tent Gathering, exploring science of mind through the lens of the divine feminine, and that will be meeting for the second time on Friday, April 24th at 7 p.m. They've already had 1 or 2 meetings, and it's been amazing. So show up for that. Drumming Circle will be Sunday, April 26th at 12:30 across from the teen room. We have so many activities. There's an activity table outside in the lobby, and we also have a weekly newsletter that you can sign up for to keep updated on all the great things we're doing at this center. Hey, do you need a prayer today? If you need a prayer, come to the front of the sanctuary up near the piano here, and a practitioner will be happy to lead you in a prayer circle. Or you can place your prayer request in the prayer box, which is right out in the lobby, and you will be prayed for. So, I went to a practitioner the other day, and, I said, I feel like I'm no longer just a drop. I feel I'm the ocean. And she said, can you be more Pacific? All right, so, hey, any new friends here? If you're a new friend here, please raise your hand. If this is the first time you're here. Yes, let's give it, and we have some gifts for you. Keep your hands up high. We have some gifts for you. Yes, right here, right here. We have a new friends table out front, and after service, please come up, sign up, and see if you can meet Reverend Gregory. He'll be out in the lobby. We'd love to meet. Anyone else who's new who's not gotten a gift yet? Wonderful. Okay, so this Wednesday's inspirational service will be led by Reverend Catherine McKinney with musician Elise Carver. Yay for Elise! And Jean-Louis, her faithful accompanist. So finally, a big thank you to all of our volunteers. Who's been a volunteer here? Clap for yourself. Yay! Yeah. We couldn't do all of these activities without your support, with your time, your treasure, your talents, and we really love you all, and it's a beautiful, loving community. So with that, I will hand it off to Elise for the rest of the service.
I would invite you all to turn within for a moment. Take a deep breath. Close your eyes. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be well. May I be peaceful and at ease. And may I be happy. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be well. May I be peaceful and at ease, and may I be happy. May you be filled with loving kindness. May you be well. May you be peaceful and at ease, and may you be happy. May you be filled
May we be filled with loving kindness. May we be well. May we be at peace. May we be filled with joy. This is our true nature. Our true nature is divine. We can't change that even if we wanted to, and why would we want to? One presence of such love, wholeness, harmony, joy, peace, right at the center of our being. And it is the isness of our isness. It is who we are. It is my very life and being. And so as we get still this morning, I know that it is the life and being of each one of us. And as we get still and as we come to our center and as we relax into this moment and as we remember who we are not all of those things that people tell us we are and we tell ourselves we are, unless it is a divine quality. It's not the truth of our being. And so I know today, this day, we remember, we reawaken to the truth of our being, and we take in all of the goodness that is coming forth here, all the love, the prayers, the speaking, the messages, divinely delivered. We are changed here today. Something beautiful and amazing is happening, and it is all of us and each of us. And so I just bless this time together. I know it is so, so perfect. I am so grateful for all of it. So grateful for our guest speaker today, Anita Moorjani, a beautiful divine expression of the One. I bless all that is unfolding. I am so, so grateful. I let it be, and so it is.
Good morning. In deference to Paresh, there will be no jokes in this reading. In teaching the Science of Mind class, Powering Your Decision, I'm inspired by the students' quest for an in-depth study of science of mind. And I'm also inspired by all of you for attending service to once again expand your spiritual journey. It's also amazing as to how much I am learning by teaching this class. Raymond Charles Barker's book, The Power of Decision, is the foundation of the class in addition to spiritual principles, spiritual practices, the creative process, and prayer treatment. I learned that in addition to being a unity minister, Dr. Barker met Ernest Holmes in 1940, and they developed a very close relationship. Ernest Holmes, being the founder of religious science and science of mind, he encouraged Dr. Barker to go further in science of mind. So Dr. Barker became a co-pastor in San Francisco at a science of mind church. Then he went on in 1946 to be the founder of the first Church of Religious Science in New York. And then he was president of Religious Science International from 1954 to 1957. So he is steeped in the knowledge of science of mind. He's authored a number of books, including Treat Yourself to Life, Money is God in Action, and The Power of Your Decision. In The Power of Your Decision, he wrote, "Life can only be to me what I am to it. Knowing myself as all life with a capital L, not just a fraction of it, I am set free. You cannot go beyond your own self-accepted image." Ernest Holmes also wrote of life with a capital L. He wrote, "Undoubtedly, we are surrounded by and immersed in a perfect life, capital L, a complete, normal, happy, sane, harmonious, and peaceful existence. But only as much of this life as we can embody will we really become ours to use. So, if I'm having less than a full life experience, I'm having a near-life experience. Okay. I thank you for that, because in the Before Science of Mind class, I used the same line, and there was no response. I said, well, maybe I got to change the talk. So thank you for that response. Dr. Barker argued for you to accept yourself as a creation of intelligence, and being intelligent, you make intelligent decisions are not limited by worry, fear, disease, or frustration. Therefore, you are no longer experiencing life. You are now life, with a capital L, experiencing itself. Now, that's just a summary of his book. You got to read the whole thing to get the full meat of it. I imagine that Dr. Barker is encouraging us to move from a near-life experience to a full life experience. We have the opportunity today to be inspired by Anita Moorjani in her workshop, From Chaos to Calm. As you are aware, in her book, Dying to Be Me, she described how she went from a near-death experience to now living a full life experience. I think she'll explain how love is a critical factor in living a full life. We can all move from having a near-life experience to a full life experience by studying and contemplating spiritual principles, by practicing science of mind principles, and of course, listening to the wisdom of Reverend Gregory. And so it is.
All right, this song is going to require a little bit of help from all of you guys. So, please repeat after me. I love myself. Together. I love myself. Beautiful. I recognize the God in me. Together. I recognize the God in me. Beautiful. I love you. Together. I love you. I recognize the God in you. I recognize the God in you. Let's put it together. Carl, do you mind putting the slide up? Thanks. We're going to dive right in then. I would invite you to stand up and have a little bit of fun with this. Yeah? Up to you. But we want to sing and feel it deeply within our heart space. And we want to sing to our friends. When it's to you, turn to someone. Yeah? Together. I love myself. I recognize the God in me. Turn to someone. I love you. I recognize the God in you. Back to yourself. I love myself. I recognize the God in me. Turn to someone else. I love you. I recognize the God in you. And I will treat each being with sacredness and dignity. Because I know that every person's made of a God. And I will praise each person's individuality. Living my life each Okay, you guys. We're going to do it again. Are you guys ready? All right, get ready. Ooh, we're already going. I love it. 1, 2, 1, 2. Start with you. I love myself. I recognize the God in me. Turn to someone. I love you. I recognize the God in you. And I will live each day in sacredness and dignity. Because I recognize every person's made of a God. And I will praise each person's individuality. Living my life each day as a sacred namaste. Yes, I will treat each being with sacredness and dignity. Because I know that every person's made of God. And I will praise each person's individuality. Living my life each day as a sacred namaste. Together. I love myself. I recognize the God in me. Turn to someone. I love you. I recognize the God in you. Beautiful, guys. Well done. Well done.
Thank you. Thank you, Elise Carver. Yes. What a joy it is to be in spiritual community with all of you. Today we have a really special treat here. For one, Anita Moorjani, our special guest today, a part of her friends have a dog up here named Yoda. And I have never seen a dog clap before. But when Elise said, you know, stand and clap, Yoda stood on two and was like, I was like, okay. And singing too. Yoda was singing. Yoda was like, I want to be in on this too. God is everywhere present. God is right there, so present in little Yoda right there, so beautiful. It's like, okay, now I can rest. Now I just lay down. Like, okay, I've gotten my acknowledgement. Now I can just chill. You've heard a lot about Anita already in the announcements, and Mark mentioned some things about her. What I love about you, Anita, is just how real you are, how kind and loving and gentle you are, and that we get to have you sometimes just show up in our community here and just hang out with us. And I had to confess to Anita this morning that while I've heard her story many, many times over the years, and I've been inspired by it, I never sat down and read her book, Dying to Be Me, until this week. That is an awesome book. That is an amazing book. You know how they write those book reviews and they go, it was riveting. It's true, that book was riveting. I was on the edge of my seat, not wanting to put it down so many times. And I just love the topic today. I love the experience that you shared with us. And I'm so excited. Anita's a world-known speaker, teacher, author, best-selling author. We're very fortunate to have you here with us today. And Danny, her husband, is here as well. And if you've read the book, you know that Danny factors very prominently in the story, the true story of her unfolding. So it's so good to have you here with us as well, Danny. And without further ado, let us give a Redondo Beach Center for Spiritual Living warm welcome to Anita Moorjani.
Thank you so much. Thanks for that welcome, and thank you, all of you. I love this center. I love the people here. I love the warmth. This is my kind of church, really. I love it. I'm so happy to be here. I'm not just happy to be here in this center. Of course, I'm tremendously happy to be here, but I'm happy to be alive here on earth, in the physical, in the flesh, because if the doctors were right, the last day of my life should have been February the 2nd, 2006. That was when the doctors told my family that these are my final hours. My organs had shut down. I had end-stage cancer. I was lying in a hospital bed in Hong Kong, which is where I lived, connected to machines. I was connected to an oxygen machine, a nutrition tube, and heart rate monitors, and so on. And I was dying. And at that point, I had been going through lymphoma, cancer, for almost 4 years. And by the time I went into the coma, my body was so wasted that my organs were now shutting down and my body was starting to swell up. And at that point also, my lungs were persistently filled with fluid. So when I would lie flat, I would choke on my own fluid. I had tumors the size of golf balls throughout my lymphatic system, from the base of my skull, all around my neck, under my arms, in my chest, and all the way down to my abdomen. I had these open skin lesions, and also over the course of time, I wasn't able to eat food. My body stopped absorbing nutrition during the course of my illness. And so by that point, when I was lying in that hospital bed, I weighed about between 80 to 85 pounds. And I know I'm looking at your faces, and I know it's a horrific story, but trust me, it ends well because I'm here. And there I was, lying in that hospital bed in a coma, and the doctors were telling my family that these are my final hours, and now my organs had shut down, and I wouldn't even make it through the night. My family were around me, but unbeknownst to everyone around me, I had actually left my body. And I was aware of everything that was happening all around my body. And I felt incredible. I felt light and free, and I wanted to speak to everyone and tell them, don't cry for me, don't be sad. I feel amazing. I'm not suffering anymore. I'm not in pain. But I couldn't communicate with them because I didn't have vocal cords. I didn't have a physical body. I didn't have biology. So I just had to kind of watch them. And again, I wasn't looking at everything with physical eyes. It was more like a 360-degree peripheral awareness. It was like wherever I put my awareness, I could kind of see, or I was aware what was happening. So my physical body was lying there on the bed with my eyes closed, and I was aware of my physical body lying there, but I felt so light and free, And all the years of the cancer, the fear, it was all gone. I had been afraid of the disease. I had been afraid of the treatment. I had been afraid of death. All that fear was gone. And I started to notice that what replaced that heavy feeling of fear is something that I can only describe as love. That's the word I give it. I felt like I was bathed or surrounded in this feeling of incredible just love. And there are no words to describe how I felt, but interestingly, I was so aware of the feelings and emotions of all the people all around my hospital bed. I could feel the emotions of my family as if they were mine, and I could feel the helplessness of the doctors. But then I would feel myself get pulled away from this scene that was happening around me. It was like I was getting drawn away from it. And I was aware that I was actually dying, and I had always been afraid of death. And this just felt so incredible. And I was surprised that I still continued to exist. I was still me, but a much more expanded version of me. And as I continued in that realm, I became aware of other beings who were surrounding me. And for the first time, I felt from all these beings so much unconditional love, a tremendous amount, more than I've ever felt in my life before. And over here, I want to let you know that I had been someone who grew up as a person who was a people pleaser. I was a people pleaser, a doormat. I come from a culture where at that time in my community, there was a lot of gender disparity. I was repressed for being a woman. Men were favored over women. Sons were favored over daughters. So I grew up in a culture where a woman's worth was measured by how valuable she was to the men in her culture. And here I was on the other realm, and I realized that when we are without our bodies, when we die, when we cross over, we not only lose our physical bodies, but we lose our gender, our race, our religion, our culture. And what crosses over is pure consciousness, pure God, pure love. We can call it whatever we want, but it's the most beautiful part of us. There's so much that happened while I was on that side. I was in the coma for a day and a half, about 30-something hours. But I understood why I had got sick. I understood that it wasn't my time. I understood I had to come back. Now, later this afternoon, I'm going to go much deeper into all this and go into all the reasons of why, because I have, over the years, reverse engineered in my own mind what happened and given it words, because experiencing that side, there's no words in our language to even explain it. And I'll give you an example of what it feels like. I use analogies. If you imagine that you are somebody who has been born blind, without sight, but imagine not only are you without sight, but imagine if you live in a place, in a land where everybody is without sight. Nobody has sight. You've all grown up without sight. So in that land will be created by people without sight, for people without sight. And if suddenly you have one person that can see, how can they describe what they're seeing to everyone else? And if in that land nobody has sight, what are the things that they will have no language for? They won't have any language for colors, for example, because you won't know what colors are. You won't know what red, blue, green is. You won't know what the sky is. You won't have any experience of seeing birds fly. How do you explain there's a bird in the sky? How do you explain that by looking at a building you can see how many stories it has? And also, there won't be any use for art, because nobody can see art. You won't have fashion and cosmetics and makeup. Everything you do and everything you create will be for function and not for aesthetics. And you won't have any language to describe art, colors, decor. So what it felt like was there is this whole other dimension, this whole other world. We ourselves are far more powerful than we've been led to believe. Our souls, our spirits are much greater than we've been led to believe. But just because we can't see it with our physical eyes doesn't mean it's not there. So when I started to realize this, from that perspective, I got a completely different perspective on life. Anyway, I eventually was encouraged to come back into my body. I was reluctant, but I was told I had a purpose to fulfill. And after I came back into my body, I was told just go back and live your life fearlessly. I did meet some beings on that side, including my dad, who had passed away 10 years prior. But when I made the decision to come back into my physical body, that's when my physical eyes on that hospital bed started to open. And at that time, when I opened my eyes, it felt like I had one foot on each side. And I was saying to my family, it's not my time, it's not my time, I'm not gonna die. They can take all the tubes out, I'm gonna be fine. And my family were, of course, super happy that it looked like I was coming out of the coma. But the doctors were saying that, no, she's still critical, and don't get your hopes up. Sometimes they come out of the coma and they have a few lucid moments before dying. And then after the doctor left, I said to my family, wasn't that the doctor who said I wasn't going to make it through the night? And that's when my husband said, he didn't say that here in the room. He said it outside the room in the nurse's station. How could you possibly have heard it? And then I started telling my family, isn't that the nurse who was trying to put tubes in my veins, but said my veins had all collapsed? And even the nurse, I said it to the nurse, and the nurse said, how could you have known? You were in a coma. So everybody knew that something had happened. But 4 days later, they noticed these golf ball-sized tumors started shrinking. 3 weeks later, they were struggling to find any trace of cancer. 5 weeks later, thank you. 5 weeks later, they released me from the hospital to go home and live my life cancer-free. And that was on March 9th, 2006. And ever since then, I've been trying to share my story, and not just the story, but the reasons why I healed and some of the things I learned, because I know that if I knew what I learned on the other side, if I knew it before I got sick, I never would have got sick in the first place. And I'm going to share with you the biggest lesson that I learned. The biggest lesson is that I never knew that I was supposed to love myself. And I realized that I had spent a lifetime putting everybody else first. I grew up believing it was selfish to take care of myself. that it was selfish to even think of myself. I believed it was egotistical to express myself, allow my light to shine, to take care of myself, to love myself, and so on. Now I tell people, love yourself like your life depends on it, because it does. It does. So, thank you. So it's taken me years to be able to kind of come to actually hone the message. And when I say that, what I mean is because our language is very limited. I mean, I'll give you an example. We are actually, our non-physical self is actually bigger than our physical self. We actually occupy, I'm going to say, 2 worlds. And the truth is, we know this when we're born. Babies know this. Animals know this. Our pets know this. They view life very differently from us. But it gets conditioned out of us, and we forget. And that's why there's so much separation and strife in this world. And what happened when I had that near-death experience is I remembered who I truly was. It's not about changing. It's not about going somewhere far away. It's about coming back to who you truly are and remembering this is innately who I truly am. You are all actually far more powerful than you've been led to believe. You are all far more intuitive than you've been led to believe. We are all connected. We are all facets of God, expressions of God. And when we don't love ourselves, we're actually denying that facet of God from expressing itself through us, through this vessel, in this time and space. I like to share my story because I think that what happens is when people really start to get to know who they really are, it changes their lives. It gives you meaning and purpose. Ever since I came back from the near-death experience, I felt that my life had more meaning. I never knew that I mattered. I never knew that someone like me mattered. And if you had told me then, before I had the near-death experience, that I was going to be an author and a speaker and travel the world, I would never have believed it. I mean, I am the least qualified person for this to happen to. But I absolutely love what I do. I also want to say that my wonderful husband, who's been with me throughout my journey, throughout the years, I give him credit because I was ill for almost 4 years, and he was always there. He never left my side. And while I was lying there on the hospital bed, dying, he was holding my hand and willing me to come back. And I changed drastically. And he stuck with me throughout. And, you know, I'm just going to share this. So I talk about gender disparity, and he teases me now because I always talk about how I grew up in a culture where there was gender disparity, and he goes, yeah, there's still gender disparity in our house, but it's the other way around. But I wouldn't be able to do this journey without him. And one of the things that I learned when I was on the other side was that his purpose and my purpose was linked. And if I didn't come back, he would follow soon after. And so that definitely made me make the choice to come back. And I didn't have to figure it out at that point. You know, if I had to work out how to get from a hospital bed to end up being on a stage and being an author, I'm not that smart. I would never be able to figure it out. So I've just had to allow it to unfold. And the only instruction I was given, if you can call it that, is just be yourself fearlessly. That's all. Nothing more. So what I'd like to leave you with is I want you to know that you all need to love yourself like your life depends on it, because when you do, that's when the God energy, the God force, the source is able to express itself through you and shine through you. Because the more you love yourself, the higher your energy, the bigger your energy, the more you are emanating. That's why I love the service here, because everything they talk about lines up so beautifully with everything I learned in my near-death experience, which is what healed me from the illness. And if you care to, if you are inclined to, I would love for you to join me this afternoon from 1 to 3 p.m., where not only will I go deeper into some insights of what I learned and how I apply them in this physical world, because it's not always easy. Like, I'm going to admit, being dead is actually easier than being physically alive. So I'm going to talk more about how I integrated it and how to bring that state over here. And I'm also going to do a journey to take people into a meditation where they can experience a glimpse of it. Because you don't have to go through what I did to know this. You don't. So I want to thank you for giving me this time and this platform. I really appreciate it. And hopefully see you later. And if not, that's fine too. So just live your life fearlessly and be yourself fully and love yourself always. So thank you all so much. Thank you. Thank you.
Hey, I gotta get my mic. Anita Moorjani. That was awesome. That was awesome. And in addition, Anita will be signing her books after the service and after the workshop as well. So you can buy her book, or if you brought your book with you, she'll sign it for you. So she will be here for that. Thank you so much, Anita. Yoda agrees.
This is a song that I wrote called There Is a World.
There is a world deep within, unknowing. It is a place where all can feel at home. It is a world where everyone is valued, and it is a place where every heart has hope. What must I do to make this world reality? Where there is darkness, let me sow light. And what must I do to rid the world of suffering? I'll bring compassion, I will bring joy. For there is a peace that defies all history, born of the oneness that unites. peace that recognizes the preciousness of everyone, and in harmony this peaceful world seems. And what must I do to spread this peace around the earth? Where there is hatred, let me sow love. And what must I do to rid this planet of war? I must love you, and I must love myself. For it is within that every seed is planted, every seed of truth and seed of strife. And we can create in God a world that's heaven, as these seeds take root within our own lives. So what must I do to rid myself of suffering? Where there is injury, let me forgive. And what must I do to see myself in everyone? I must look and see God. I must look and see God. For there is a oneness that encompasses everything, every person all around the earth. And it is through oneness that a peace is possible. And it is through oneness that we will find rebirth.
That was our beloved Elise Carver once again. Yes, thank you, Elise. Accompanied by Jean-Louis Boudreau. Sometimes you don't know what you don't know how much you appreciate someone until he was gone last week, and I was like, whoa, I really miss him. So welcome back, and thanks for being here. Yes. We have so many examples of how this beautiful oneness, this beautiful connectedness works. And before we knew that Anita's message, that one of her key messages was going to be to love yourself, you heard all the music today, right? How many songs today did you hear about loving yourself, right? We put those songs together before knowing that was going to be one of the key messages of Anita Moorjani. That's that oneness at work. That's that beautiful, infinite intelligence at work. I love it. Thank you to our ushers up here in the front. These are our this is our dream team right here. We got Bob and David and Mary Lou and Dan. Let's give them some love. They're our dream team of ushers here. Thank you so much for the ways that you give to this community. As you can see, we're doing some great things, and we're going to be doing more great things, and we're even doing a lot to shore up our building. Have you noticed all the things that are happening? The parking lots all like getting clear, and the trees are clear, and the lighting, and so many more things that we're going to do here, and so many things that we don't even talk about, don't even notice that we're doing here, because we want this to be the greatest place ever, not only from physically and from a place of beauty, but also from a place of all the different programming and offerings of spiritual growth opportunities that we have. And thanks to you, we are doing that and we are growing into that. So thank you so much. So let's do I got to stick to the order here. You can text to give, 424-379-3733. You can go to our website, redondocsl.org/donate, or you can use the QR code, and checks and cash, of course, always work. We're not up to Bitcoin yet, but maybe eventually. To those of you online, thank you for the ways that you give as well. And I invite you, if you receive something good today, to share the love. Thank you so much. Let's do our affirmation. Divine love consecrates my gift. It goes forth to heal, to bless, and to prosper all those who give and all those who receive. I rejoice in the sharing of my good, and I release my gift with love, and so it is.
Grateful for the morning, grateful for the sunlight on my face, grateful for the feeling. I'm grateful for the knowing, grateful for the love that's in this place, grateful for believing that God is all there is, that God is all there is. Grateful for the morning, grateful for the sunlight on my face, grateful for the feeling. I'm grateful for the knowing, grateful for the love that's in this place, grateful for believing that God is all there is, that God is all there is, God is all there is.
Thank you, Elise and John Louis. Thank you so much. All right, are you ready to pray? Let's stand and pray because your words are so powerful. And Yoda's going to pray too. Yoda's not going to be left out of anything. All right, so I invite you just to repeat after me. There's only one life. That life is God's life. That life is perfect. That life is my life right now. That is the very life that is living and expressing through and as me. I'm sorry, I get those long ones in there. I am that. How about that? I am that. That God thing, that's what I am. That love thing, that's what I am. And so I move from that place. I let go of fear. I know that there is that perfection in me. That perfection is me. So I let go into that perfection. I let that perfection flow forth through me. As me. To me. All around me. It's already happening. I surrender to the flow. I am so grateful. So grateful for this beautiful life. So grateful that all is divine. And I release this word. It's already done. I let it be. And so it is. Yes. All right, Yoda. Yoda says, and so it is. Can you hear Yoda saying, and so it is? There he goes. All right, let's sing the peace song. Join hands with your neighbor. Ministers, practitioners, come on up front here with me. All right. So our wonderful practitioners up here. We got Mark Ruth, wonderful Minister Emeritus, Dr. Moira Fox. We got Annie Donovan right here, practitioner Annie Donovan, staff minister. Well, we'll get to you. Staff Minister Catherine McKinney here. We got practitioner Monica Ruth, practitioner Mark Ruth, practitioner Mo Ruth. No, I'm just kidding. And we also have Kathy, Reverend Kathy Sinfield here. Hey. Thank you. Let's sing the peace song.